Happy 2021 and welcome to This Week in Ocean City. I'm Logan Dubel. We have a lot of news to get to. We'll cover everything from COVID-19 vaccinations to the inside scoop on what happened with New Year's fireworks and the latest local restaurant buzz. We've also got a lot on recent actions taken by the Ocean City Council. Now, to our top story. And we kick things off once again with the rising COVID-19 positivity rate in Worcester County, which now stands at around 13%, above the statewide average of 9%. This comes as vaccinations continue to be administered across the globe, including well over 100,000 here in Maryland and 10,000 on the Eastern Shore. That is around 2.5% of the shore population vaccinated. Governor Hogan provided a key breakdown of who is receiving the vaccine and when. Here's what we know. Phase 1A, which is already underway, includes frontline workers, nursing home staff and residents, and law enforcement. The big update this week was Phase 1B, which will begin at the end of January. Covered here are all Marylanders 75 and over, along with teachers. Onward now to Phase 1C, which is set to start in March, including all people between the ages of 65 and 74, along with manufacturing, postal, and grocery store workers. There will be a second phase of vaccinations, though it's unclear what the timeline is on that. However, we do know that it will include those ages 16 to 64 at higher risk for COVID. That's estimated to be more than 1 million people. Governor Hogan estimates that 30% of the population will be vaccinated by May. He made clear that the process isn't moving as fast as he would like it to and is looking forward to getting more vaccines allocated to Maryland. It's great to see, though, a light at the end of the tunnel in this terrible pandemic. Now to your Ocean City headlines. We start with the City Council, which met virtually this past Monday night. The Council voted unanimously to renew the temporary outdoor seating permit program through the end of 2021. The successful program has provided businesses with the opportunity to expand their outdoor footprint in an effort to keep things rolling amidst COVID-19 restrictions. Businesses who applied for the permit in 2020 will not have to refile. Mayor Vic Meehan and members of the Council applauded the program, saying that it provided necessary assistance to restaurants over the past year. Specifically, Meehan said that the program's success was a real testament to the business community and opened up opportunities for everyone. A separate initiative giving establishments the opportunity to use public space along their property was also renewed. These applications will need to be resubmitted and may be subject to further review by the mayor and city council. In addition, restaurants adding permanent utilities such as heaters to their sites must work with the Ocean City Fire Department. So far, a total of 66 restaurants have taken advantage of the program, including the 45th Street Tap House, Bull on the Beach, and Barn 34. Also during Monday's meeting, the City Council approved several private events coming to Ocean City this spring and summer. Included in the events are the Ocean City Powerboat Race and the Cruise and OC Car Show, both of which will take place in May. The Beach Volleyball Series, which runs over 7 different weekends from May through September, was also approved, along with the Sand Duels Beach Soccer Challenge for June and July. We look forward to seeing all of these events here this summer in Ocean City. Finally, from the Council, discussions began this week about raising the hotel room tax. The tax was most recently raised from 4.5% to 5% in late 2019. Council Secretary Tony DeLuca brought up the issue and had agreement from his colleagues that the issue is urgent and could generate millions in revenue. It's unknown whether the tax will jump 0.5% or 1%. Council members plan to discuss the issue further over the next few weeks because it must go through the state legislature, which is currently in session back in Annapolis. It's not just tax numbers Ocean City is watching. Commercial and residential reassessment reports were released last week and did not show great news for OC. Residential property values in Ocean City went up by 3%. That's well below the state average. On the commercial side, Ocean City properties dropped in worth by 4%, while most of the rest of Maryland localities saw increases. Local officials were not worried by the decline, however, and it remains to be seen what, if any, actions they will take in the next year to bring values back up. Next in your headlines, one individual may be ringing in 2021 in quite a big way. A winning $50,000 December 26 Powerball Maryland lottery ticket was sold on December 24th at the 119th Street 7-Eleven in Ocean City. As of earlier this week, that ticket was unclaimed. However, we should note that in order to redeem prizes of this size, winners must report to the lottery's claims center in Baltimore by appointment. That office was closed over the past 2 weeks for COVID-19, but has since reopened, so hopefully the lucky winner gets their prize soon. It was a holiday season of victory for many Maryland lottery players who scored a total of $28.4 million the week of Christmas. Well, in case you missed this news and are a dog owner, listen up. The 94th Street Dog Playground will close for several months to make improvements, all possible because of a grant. New upgrades include a better fence and agility stations. The closure will begin January 11th and continue through April. Rec and Parks officials look forward to welcoming back pass holders to the revamped park in the spring. If you're interested in a pass once the park reopens, membership is around $50 per year, and you can apply for a pass by calling the number on your screen. The Winterfest of Lights is officially finished for the season, and in many ways it was a huge success. Over about 7 weeks, the Winterfest welcomed over 74,000 visitors, and online ticket sales skyrocketed by 85%, while overall attendance dropped by 26%. That was expected. However, the number of visitors was still about 5,000 people greater than originally estimated. The biggest victory is on the financial side, which Special Events Director Frank Miller detailed for OceanCity.com. Total revenue was over $430,000, and that's $100,000 more than expected. The final numbers have yet to be calculated, but Miller says the event may end up in the green rather than in the red. Original estimates placed the net change close to a loss of $90,000, but these positive numbers may impress the town in the end. It remains to be seen whether the walkthrough format will remain in the future or the tram will return, and we may even get a hybrid of the two, but it was all certainly well received, and we're thrilled to have gotten a chance to see the Winterfest of Lights this year. Christmas is unfortunately behind us, and if you haven't already, now is of course the time to get rid of your tree. From now through January 15th, the town of Ocean City is holding a tree drop-off at the 100th Street Municipal Parking Lot. Make sure you leave your trees in the northeast corner of the lot and remove all tinsel, ornaments, or other non-wooden items. From the lot, the trees will then be taken to the county landfill and recycled. While this holiday season was different than anything we've ever seen before, we did get a magical white Christmas. Snowflakes fell across Ocean City in the evening on Christmas Day, and while there was not significant accumulation, the snow was beautiful to watch. You can stay tuned for more great OC snow photos if we get it throughout the rest of the winter. The week after Christmas is typically a slow news cycle, but it was quite the opposite last week with a major change in plans for New Year's fireworks. Here's the inside scoop. Fireworks and all celebrations were canceled on December 18th after town officials spoke with the local health department. However, they announced on December 30th, just one day before the holiday, that the fireworks would indeed be launched from Northside Park. Consistent with the December 18th announcement, Winterfest did not stay open late, and there was no live music. No groups of any size were allowed to gather at Northside Park to watch. Many people downtown were frustrated that they could not see the displays from where they live. Despite this, many people were most curious about what exactly changed that allowed the fireworks to move forward. One possible factor is the great anger on social media from people including former council candidate Nicholas Eastman. Another is that the $55,000 show was non-refundable, and the only option was to add the spectacles onto the show already planned for Independence Day next year. Speaking exclusively with OceanCity.com, Council President Matt James told us that because people were not allowed to gather, the health department had no issues with the town setting off fireworks to ring in 2021. COVID-19 did not stop the 27th annual Penguin Swim on New Year's Day, which benefits Atlantic General Hospital. Upwards of 500 people came out to support the heroes of the pandemic and their work. More than $72,000 was raised, shy of the $80,000 goal, but it's still a great success in this tough fundraising environment. Masks and physical distancing were required on the Princess Royale Beach, and as you can see, people dressed up in their fun outfits and ran into the freezing cold water. The water temperature was actually at around 47 degrees, but it was all for a great cause. And we begin this week's business segment with two big stories out of the local restaurant industry. At the end of December, the Ocean City Planning and Zoning Commission reviewed a proposal from the 28th Street Pit and Pub restaurant to expand by 400 square feet in front of the building. This will help to grow the restaurant's carry-out operations, which are especially important during the pandemic. In addition, the plan would move 600 square feet of outdoor dining to the rooftop. In the end, the restaurant will have an additional 400 square feet of indoor space. We are glad to see a restaurant growing, not shutting down or downsizing during these challenging times. The plan was approved by the Commission unanimously. Also approved by the Commission was a plan to bring a popular and well-known chain to North Ocean City. Chipotle will now take over the space previously occupied by the Blue Ox Bar and Grill. The old building was 9,000 square feet, while the new standalone Chipotle will take up just about a quarter of that area, actually freeing up parking spaces. The area has been unoccupied for some time, and the zoning officials are looking forward to welcoming the strong business into town. Switching gears now, temperatures are continuing to drop outside as we gear up for a long winter, still combating COVID-19. To give people an opportunity to distract themselves and recharge, all while boosting the local economy, Ocean City is launching a winter wellness campaign. Started by tourism officials last summer, the campaign includes numerous offerings including hotel deals and activities from local organizations. Participating hotels you can check out include Aloft Ocean City, the Courtyard by Marriott, Country Inn & Suites, and the Grand Hotel and Spa. The Art League of Ocean City is also offering programs through the end of February, both in person and online. Activities include creating an art journal, drawing, making collages, and even yoga. Visit OceanCityHotelWeek.com for more information about the Winter Wellness Campaign and other fun family activities. Now some Ocean City history. At the end of the first week of the 117th Congress, we thought it would be fitting to discuss the Carousel Hotel. You might be wondering how these two things are in any way related, but it's quite a fascinating story. In 1962, the Carousel Hotel was founded by Bobby Baker, a top Democratic staffer in the Senate and a close confidant of none other than Lyndon B. Johnson. The hotel was once a getaway for top D.C. insiders. According to Ocean City Today, the hotel grand opening brought then Vice President Johnson, Lady Bird, and hundreds of senators and representatives to the resort town. The magnificent new hotel certainly brought Ocean City into the national spotlight. Bobby Baker's mark on Ocean City surely lives on through the Carousel Hotel. And that's it for this episode of This Week in Ocean City. I'm Logan Duble. Thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to many more weeks of informing residents and tourists and bringing you local stories that matter in 2021. Happy New Year from everyone at OceanCity.com. We'll see you back here next time.